Here we are then, back with episode 2 of Rebirth of a Legend with Simic, and I'm just showing you his first game in France. He's actually got the captain's armband. He's not playing in his usual attacking midfield position, he's playing up front. There he is in the with the armband in the tunnel against Bastista, and hopefully he can kick off his campaign. This is about match day 5. He hasn't started until now, which is a bit disappointing for the new boy Simic. Let's see how he can get on in the game though. He looks something special walking out there, leading the team out. This was an early attack in the game. Only 9 minutes in. And Simic got on the end of a loose ball. And he just jerried it in on the near post. And Simic has opened his account in France for GuinGamp, and it's Simic who slotted the all-important first goal in this game, and his first in his new career. Simic, nice link-up play again, really is flowing. Flicked it off, going to pick up the ball again, is he? He does, it's Simic. Ghost pass 2, Simic is in, it could be 2 indeed, it's Simic, he's got his second goal in France, and he's on hat-trick in his first game for the club with the armband, and it's Simic carrying GuinGamp here. Why haven't they played him before? He looks fantastic. Picked it up in midfield, passed it on, didn't give up on it, made a run, ghosted in between 2 defenders here and had the power and pace to get away from them, and it was a comprehensive finish on the left, and it's 2-0 and it's 2 to Simic. Look at that. Composure personified from the great maestro. Spartacus is reviving himself here at GuinGamp. There he is again. Nice play again from Simic, and he's in again. Can he make it a hat-trick on debut? Simic should do! Oh, he's missed. What a chance for Simic for a hat-trick on debut. Best chance of the lot, and he's missed it. That's youth for you. Here he is again, Simic. That's nice. Oh, that's lovely. Lovely ball in defeat as well. He's had a great game here on debut. Got to be playing more often, surely. There you can see it. He came away with a debut 7.5. And he was picked a couple games later, not instantly, against Socko in GuinGamp. Don't know why he's not playing every game, really. After that 7.5 performance. Simic then. Picking it up deeper this time. Lovely little cherry over the top from Simic. And it's led to a goal and his assist for Simic. This is match day 8, I think. He's not played since the brace he scored in that game, and he set up a goal instantly, dropping deeper, still playing in that second striker role, not the attacking midfield, but it's a lovely ball over the top. Keeper perhaps should have come out and nailed the angle, he didn't. And the GuinGamp striker comprehensively buried, and once again Simic is involved. Here he is again, Simic picking the ball up. Lovely skill, pulling away and simple give off. Nice play again from Simic in the midfield again. Simic driving GuinGamp forward. What a ball in between the defenders, setting up another chance for GuinGamp. Oh, it's come to nothing. Again Simic, midfield, sits his foot on the ball, drags it back, beats a man. Strength as well, and acceleration, and gives simple. Beautiful play again from the midfield maestro. Linking play. He's in again. Simic with a chance. The foot. Ooh, just wide. Can't score today. Again Simic. Strength to get past a man. Driving forward like we used to know him so well in his Spartan days. Still going Simic. Giving it away, but he won't give up. Look at the work rate of the man. Working back. Works back and wins the ball from again. Fantastic desire from the youngster. And he came away with a 7 in that game. Man of the match performance for GuinGamp. And then he was picked against one of the big boys, Marseille. First real big test for Simic at home to Marseille. One of the big teams in France. Struggled to get into this game. He did have some good moments, and here's some of them. Look at that lovely bit of play, and sets them down the wing. Unfortunately the cross was poor, didn't get it in, and they got rid of it. Again, picking the ball up on the edge of the box and having a go. Ooh, didn't come to nothing. It's good effort from Simic though. Ball's come back in. GuinGamp at 1-up. Simic was involved. It wasn't an assist, but he was involved. Here's Simic again looking for the ball. Great flick on from Simic. Good in the air as well. Looking for the 1-2. Look at him running for the 1-2. Gets it. Simic driving in. Ooh! Keeper makes a decent save low down. Again, Simic backtracking, winning the ball. Look at that desire from this youngster and giving it off simple. Getting frustrated that he's not being played more, really. And he came away there with a man of the match performance with a 7. But then he had to wait ages until he was picked again. And this time it was match day 14 against the biggest team in France, Paris Saint-Germain. There you see him. He's not captain anymore, but he's still playing as a second striker, not in his favoured attacking midfield position, because GuinGamp don't have one of them, which is a big problem for Simic. And you can see how strong Paris Saint-Germain are with Ibrahimovic, Cavani, Levez. And it was a hard start, but Simic did have a couple moments. He just got frustrated. He couldn't get the ball away. He didn't have the pace to get past the people from Paris Saint-Germain. He was coming really deep to pick up the balls you see there, but he picked it up and was spreading it about. His passing was still good. There he is again. Just picks it up in that hole. Frustrating shot really. He was never going to score from there with the left foot. So it was a tough night against Paris Saint-Germain. He had his moments, and if he, the striker had squared it there, Simic was in. And it's greed from the greedy pig, the other striker. And Simic come away. It was a 6, which we'd just seen his a few touches against Paris Saint-Germain, which was his 4th game for GuinGamp in France. I just want to take the opportunity to show you a little bit more in depth of how Simic is developing. There he is, he's just turned 70 now on the ratings. You can see him there. He's played 4 times for GuinGamp this season, and obviously he played 6 times last year in the Dutch First Division League. Overall appearances 10, doing pretty well with 3 career goals and 2 career assists. Obviously had a great start to his career here in the 2nd season of his legend modes of Rebirth of a Legend Simic, as he's got 2 goals and 1 assist in only 4 games and an average rating of 6.8 so far. And there you see a few yellows starting to appear on his ability charts now. Dribble speed, penetration, work rate, speed and agility. So he's developing quite nicely. Strength in air is coming on quite nice as well. Final ball, he's starting to turn into that player like the old Simic. And there you can see explosive power, speed, kicking powers on the rise. That's going to turn yellow very soon as well, which is all good news. And yeah, he's developing very nicely, bearing in mind he's only 17 years old and he's already come from Croatia to Holland, and now he's in France. Hopefully going to make a bit of a career for himself in France. I think he might stay at GuinGamp for maybe a couple seasons. I'm not sure. He's only got a year contract, so he will be available for offers at the end of season 2. Weak foot accuracy, that was one I wanted to show you. That's on 8. That's full bar and also stamina. So 82 kilograms, 186, fairly big and tall. There he is, age of 18. No skill cards yet, and look at that development chart, is on the up. So yeah, I just wanted to stop in and just show you those bits about Simic in the middle of this 2nd episode of Rebirth of a Legend. Hope you're enjoying it. Obviously we only show you little bits of the gameplay at the moment until he becomes like fully fledged and playing full 90 minutes on a regular basis, and then perhaps we'll show you a lot more of the games. But he's only still a bit part player in GuinGamp's plans. Sort of plays 1, misses 5 or 6. So it's only little tidbits at the moment, but I'm sure you're enjoying it until the fully fledged sort of SP Spartans Master League season kicks off, series kicks off, when we got the option file. And of course this will run alongside it, and hopefully we will be signing maybe Simic one day for the Spartans again in the Master League. Anyway, enjoy the rest of episode 2, dudes. Okay, just a little update with Simic. He's only played 1 game since the Paris Saint-Germain game, and he done okay. He come away with a 6.5, but nothing to report. It was a 1-1 draw in the game. And then he's not played right the way up to the mid-season transfer window. He hasn't been involved in the side. The side is struggling in the bottom half of the table, but he's still not been picked, as you can see. To date, 5 appearances, average rating is 6.8. goals 2 still and assists 1. But I just wanted to show you something else. As you can see on the right, under his rating is 70. Mastery level 1. So what we've done in training, which I didn't know you could do, obviously you've got focus points and you can put them wherever you like down here. So we've got a couple extras added on shooting and passing. We've knocked down the defence to only 1. We've taken 1 off stamina because he is pretty good at stamina. He's up rating in the 80s now. And we've selected 1 on the skill training down here, which allows us to pick a card basically. So we've gone for the long range drive because Simic always had a good long range drive in the Spartan series, and we're trying to recreate that. Obviously when he gets more focal points we can pick out some other stuff, but that's what we selected, long range drive there. I imagine you can also put a point down there on the position training and get him to play in a different position as well. So I think that's quite cool what you can do there on Become a Legend this year in that little training icon. I quite like that. So at the moment, yeah, he's going for a bit of a lull. He's not been picked by the manager, but I'll let you know what happens in the second half of the season. Okay, so a frustrating season really in France for Simic. He didn't play that much at GuinGamp. He had a 6 against Rons, which was a disappointing performance. Now you see GuinGamp suffering 17th in the table. Really, Simic wasn't used enough to warrant the way he played. He really did put in some great performances in the half a dozen games he had, and scored goals and was involved in the play, but the manager just didn't seem to like him. Now we look at his career: 9 appearances, decent rating, 3 goals, just as good as anyone else in the team, and his rating's gone up to 72 now, as you can see. Good career stats of 4 goals in 15 games. Nothing wrong with that for a youngster. Just hasn't been given the freedom of the game by the managers he's played for so far. Now we see the end of the season then, his stats have gone up to 73 now. I'm just looking into his stats, a few yellows appearing there, dribble speed. Speed's up to 81, body balance is improving in his jump. We've seen that from a few headers in the clips. Weak foot accuracy is very good and stamina is very good as well for Simic. Working towards getting those cards, and his graph looks very good on the development side. You can see there that the card he's after, the long range drive, he's at 63% on now. But he's only on a 1-year deal here, so we don't know what's going to happen. So we've put out some feelers at the end of the season, and the first club he's looking at is Levante in Spain, because they do use attacking midfielders, which is going to be vital in Simic's development to be able to pick up some game time in his desired position in midfield, or in that hole. He hasn't been used in that position for GuinGamp this season. So Levante in Spain is going to be one of the ones we're going to look to go for and see if we can get a contract there. That they're slightly better than GuinGamp, but not a mile better. So we're going to put in a transfer request with them. Simic isn't going to be offered a deal, I don't think, here at GuinGamp, so he's going to have to look to go somewhere else. But we need to make sure he can pick up somewhere where we can play an attacking midfield, not against the strikers. So that's why we're looking at Levante, and there we go. We click on the page and we're putting a transfer deal. See if they're interested in him. Okay, so we've been offered a deal from Quilmes in Argentina. That's an interesting deal. It's still in progress with Levante, so I think we'll probably wait to see what happens. But Quilmes in Atletico Club in Argentina is an interesting one. Just have a look at their game plan, see what they've got to offer. There you see they've got 2 attacking midfielders. What are their ratings? Simic is better or just as good as them. This could be the one. I'm interested in this deal for Simic's development for game time in Season 3 of Rebirth of the Legend. Really hoping it might be the deal for him. I think he could get in the side quite comfortably. We might just wait to see what Levante come back and say, but this Argentinian side look like they want Simic. There's more offers on the table, but they've broken down with Levante. I think that means we'll probably end up at Quilmes in Argentina. The other 2 I think are fake league sides. Not the Quilmes deal. We're going to sign for them, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's the place we're going to go. There's the contract. Okay, we're going to sign with the club. We've signed with Quilmes. We're going to be on the plane to Buenos Aires in Argentina for Season 3 of Rebirth of a Legend. And here he is signing for the club. Simic will be in South America next year and you will see it all. Obviously we're hoping for a lot more game time for Simic and maybe some live comms of matches and stuff when he's more involved. There you see his records, nothing too shabby about that. And I'll catch you next time, dudes. I've been the Pro Spartan Gamer. Thanks for joining me.